It's time for another episode of the Peak Signing Agents podcast, where I'm helping you become the best notary and signing agent you can possibly be. My name is Derek Van Otten, but you can call me DVO, my initials. And you can find me on social media at DVanOtten or at Peak Signing, and you can find me there. But on this episode, I hope you don't mind, I want to speak a little bit more from the heart on this episode, because we are getting close to the holiday season. And I am a big fanatic of the holiday season. You know, I just love everyone's kind of mentality and mood a little bit more. I know it can be stressful at times, but I do notice, especially shopping, so I try to get my shopping done early so I don't have to worry about that part of it. But just everyone's mood is a little bit more lighter. People are talking about peace and love and thankfulness and family. And I love that. I love being able to kind of wind down a little bit and spend time with my family. And so I just wanted to say that this will be the last episode of the year. Usually I just have a break for Christmas week on the podcast. But this year, due to my health and due to my just want to spend time with family, I just decided I'm going to take a little bit longer of a break. So I'll take a break through the rest of the year, but I'll be back early in January. I have a lot of episodes that I have in my notes. So more episodes are coming early January. Don't you worry. But I'm just going to take a little bit of time off to focus on my health and be with my family, because to be honest with you, there were times when I thought I wouldn't be able to have the holidays. You know, when you get a diagnosis like cancer, I think instantly you think death, because that's exactly what went through my mind, that I'm going to be dying soon. And that's not the case. I am beating cancer, and I believe I will beat it. I do believe 100% I will be cancer-free at some point, and I will live a very normal life, just a healthier version of what my life was. But I do believe that full-heartedly. And I would be lying to you if I thought I was going to die before the holidays, or this would be my last holiday with my family. I did truly believe that at points, not all the time, but there were points that came up. But and there were points that I would just randomly cry. I'd pull up to a FedEx to drop off documents, and I would just break down crying in my mobile office. And as much as I talk about on this podcast, how much I talk about doing positive affirmations, daily affirmations, brainwashing yourself in a positive way, and telling yourself positive things to brainwash yourself, I do that, and I still believe that 100%, 120%. But there are times, right? There are times I break down crying. There are times that I doubted I could beat this. But because I have programmed myself, because I have brainwashed myself, those times where I do have negative thoughts or negative feelings, they don't last long. Like I said, I'd pull up. This is a true story. I'd pull up to a FedEx to drop off documents, and then I just break down crying for no reason. Just for no reason, I just break down crying. And then I snap out of it. I shake myself out of it and say, no, we're going to be fine. I talk to my body. We're going to heal. I do my daily affirmation to myself. We're going to kill this. We're going to beat this. We're going to shrink this cancer cell down. We're going to beat it. There's warriors inside of my body that are fighting, and I imagine them. I imagine them with armor and swords and shields, hacking at the tumor, hacking at viruses, and healing it, and healing my body and killing the tumor. I literally imagine that. I literally imagine myself with $1 million signing service. I imagine myself on a beach with a pina colada, with my wife by my side, my kids playing in the ocean, and just enjoying life. I imagine these things. I visually imagine these things. I imagine myself getting old and playing with my grandkids, living a very long time. And I hope you do these things too. I want you to visually do these things and brainwash yourself. It works. It works. Things happen and come true. And, speaking from the heart, like I said, I want to do this episode. Because I had these emotions, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a break from podcasting for a little bit, just for the end of the year, for the holiday season, spend time with my family. I have a lot of events planned out. And I hope you do too. I hope you take some time to break away from work at some points and just focus on family. Not just on Christmas Day, not just on Thanksgiving Day, but on the weekend or in the evening. Just spend a little bit more time with them. Remember, Thanksgiving is about thankfulness. And Christmas has a lot of different meanings, but some of those are family and love and peace, and that's a big part of it, and giving. And so I hope you take time to do that with your loved ones. And I also know sometimes it's hard for some people because they don't maybe have loved ones near them or loved ones around them, and it gets a little bit lonely at times. I know that. And I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to find a community, and maybe don't wait to be invited to something, but maybe you be the one that invites somebody. Hey, friend, hey, loved one, let's go to a movie. Let's go bowling. Let's go grab coffee. Let's go to a diner and grab some lunch. Let's grab dinner together. Don't just be the one that waits, but maybe you be the one that invites somebody. Invite a friend, invite a loved one to do something with you. Something that you like as well, too. And invite someone. If I had a friend that invited me to go do something with them, I would love it. I would love to go with them. I'll tell you why. I visited one of my friend's grave sites recently. And it wasn't very well maintained, so I cleaned up his tombstone a little bit. And that felt nice. And he committed suicide quite a while ago now. It's been a while. And a week or two before that, he called me up and said, hey, me and some friends are going to grab dinner. Do you want to come? And it was a Sunday, and I was going to have dinner with my family, and I was kind of in a relaxing mode, just kind of wearing house clothes. I didn't really want to get dressed up. I was like, well, I'm going to have dinner with the family soon, so maybe I'll pass on this time. He's like, all right. And then a few weeks later, he was gone. I regret that. I wish I would have went to dinner with him and our other friends that night. I wish I would have went. And I don't know if anyone even went. I don't know if he got a hold of it because it was kind of seemed last minute. I don't know if anyone else did go. And I regret that. And so anytime I get invited, I go. I was just invited to a Halloween party. And it's month end. Halloween time is month end. And I was busy. I was slammed. And I had planned that day. I was going to, okay, these are my closings I'm doing. And I'm going to go home and prepare what I was going to bring for the Halloween party. And get my costume ready and get my daughter's costume ready. And we're going to go. And I got so many last minute signings to do. I had no time to prepare what I was going to prepare. I did kind of prepare it, but I did it half-assed and I did it real quick. So the presentation wasn't quite what I wanted it to be, but it was what it was. And I got home, my wife's like, are you sure you still want to go? I said, yes. I was invited by my friends. I want to go and spend time with my friends. And I was tired. I got my costume on. My family got their costume on. We went. We were an hour late to the party. And they're like, you're here. And obviously they were excited to see me because they know of my diagnosis. And some of them I haven't seen since I've publicly announced my cancer diagnosis. So I knew some of them were happy to see me and talk to me. And I'm so glad I went. And I was tired. There was parts of me that said, do I even want to go? It's going to be cold tonight too. Maybe I don't even want to go, but I'm so glad I went to see. I was so happy. A couple of them I hugged them. I was like, I've missed you. I told them, I missed you. I'm so glad I get to see you right now. And so if you are lonely during this time of year, you be the one that invites somebody. Okay? And if you get invited, you guys listening, go with them. They want to see you. They're inviting you because they want to spend time with you. They want to see you. Make time for them. If the time they suggest doesn't work out or the day they suggest, recommend another day or time. Go with them. Okay? And so I'm speaking from the heart, you guys. I want you to know that I love you guys. Those that share the podcast, those that listen. I'll randomly call a notary to do a job for me, and it warms my heart. They go, who is it? I go, this is Derek. Derek from Peak Signing. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm great. How are you doing? No, how are you doing? Like, I'm surprised they know who I am. Someone I've never talked to before, in a town I've never heard of before. Because of the podcast, they know who I am. They listen or watch the podcast. That warms my heart like you can't believe. It really does. It makes me know that I'm not doing this for no reason, that people are watching and listening. And I appreciate that. I love you guys for that, and for sharing. I see people share the podcast on different notary platforms or Facebook groups and say, you need to watch this episode. This answers your question. Man, it means a lot. You know, we've got, just on podcasts, I haven't looked at YouTube. Just on podcasts, we've had over 20,000 listens throughout all the episodes. We have around 130 episodes, and we have 20,000 listens just on the podcast platforms. I don't even know. I haven't looked at YouTube. I have my computer up. I don't have internet connection right now. Now I'm curious how many YouTube listens or downloads we have, but 20,000 just on podcasts. It blows my mind. I thank you all so much. And I'm going to keep bringing you value. Don't you worry. I'm just taking a break to spend time with my loved ones during this time. I have family from California coming in town, and I have plans with them. And I hope you spend time with your family and loved ones as well, like I mentioned. I have more episodes coming in January, so don't you worry. Early January, more episodes are coming. I'll be recording them, putting them out there just for you, so you are the best notary or signing agent in your area. So you are getting the most value, so you are bringing the most value to your clients, to your signing services that you work with, to the people you sit down with. You're providing great service to them, that you're making a lot of money, so that you are providing for your family. You're providing the best food and experiences and travel, the best clothing, the best homes, and the safest cars for your family. That you are giving as well, that you are donating to things that mean something to you. This time of year, there's a local charity that I get involved with. There's a couple organizations here that me and my family, we donate towards. Making money is a tool, and it's a skill, by the way. Making money is a skill, and it's also a tool that you can use to make changes in the world. We bring food and clothing to shelters. We donate to this thing in my area called, it's a Thanksgiving event for people that don't have or can provide a Thanksgiving dinner. And we go and we donate to them. We participate in events with them. And then we go and deliver boxes of Thanksgiving dinner that they can provide for their family because they couldn't do it. And my family gets involved with that. And like I said, shelters around we donate towards. I got this from my mom. My mom is the one that started it. And for me being in the podcast world, then I got associated with other organizations. And I want my kids to see how great it is to live a great life and to be in a first world country and have privileges that we have, but also how great it feels to give back, how great it feels to give to others who are less fortunate, and how that's more important than actually receiving. And doing that as a family. So I remember putting my little girl in her car seat. Me and my wife have in our back of our car boxes of food to give to people that are less fortunate for Thanksgiving. And my little one's in the back seat in her car seat, and she's just watching this happen, like teaching her at a young age, like it's better to give than to actually receive. Because I truly do believe that. Anyway, I'm just speaking from the heart on this episode. I love you guys, and I appreciate all of you. Take care of your health. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Take care of what's important in life. Keep being amazing and awesome. Have a great holiday season, a prosperous upcoming new year, and finishing off this new year. Catch you later. See you on the next episode. Bye.